Coaches, this is a really important tip. Like me, you're probably the kind of person that is getting into coaching because you want to be helpful and you like to make a difference. The downside of that is that, like me, you'll be tempted into being too helpful, offering too much, taking too much responsibility for finding the solution or for helping the client to get unstuck. We have to remember that the client owns the whole process. They own the problem, they own the solution, and they own whatever the outcome is, and hopefully that's a great one. It is not ours, and so we need to get the balance right between having a really close and understanding relationship with our client, but without being so helpful that we remove the ownership of the problem and its solution from them. The principle I want to share with you here is the idea about having a monkey on your back. Quite often, if the client comes with a problem and that's what they want to talk about, they have a monkey on their back. And their temptation sometimes is that what they're looking for sometimes is someone who will take this monkey off their back. And because we are helpful people, we are very tempted to say, well, let me solve that for you. It's disempowering and it creates a dependency. It is not coaching. So we have to strike the balance and get it right. The way we do this is by offering what I would call a service no. This is from the field of customer relations, where instead of giving a hard no and saying, well, no, I'm your coach and it's your problem and I'm not going to do that for you, that's going to create distance in the relationship. It's going to cause a bit of distrust and a bit of annoyance. Instead, the service no, it follows this kind of process. It takes longer and it's very like coaching. What we're going to do here is we're going to, first of all, really understand the problem, check understanding, listen with empathy, find out what it is that's really going on. And above all, what we're doing here is helping the client really understand their own problem. We're going to get quality information from them by asking great questions, as we've already discussed. And then we're going to summarize what we're hearing about the problem back to them so that they've genuinely understood and we've got it right. Now, what we then need to do is to help them to find a great solution. There are plenty of things that they could do apart from asking us to solve it for them. What are those things? Now that's where we need to turn on our smarts, turn on our lateral thinking, turn on our creativity, and help them to think of all kinds of ways, all of the things that they could do to solve their own problem. And then to walk away having decided on what they're going to do to make it happen. Now what's happened here is that we've been through a whole conversation where they're really looking for someone to take the monkey off their back, but they've walked away with it still firmly on their own shoulders. Yet we have been very, very helpful. We've been incredibly helpful, and they walk away feeling that we have been helpful. We know that we didn't cross that line, that we still have that boundary, that professional distance, yet we have really been close. We've been inside the problem, we've understood it, but we haven't taken any ownership of it. So, in summary, coaches, we've got to be helpful, we're here to make a difference, but we are also here to empower and not for clients to become dependent on us. So, provide that service of helping them to work out how to solve their problem. Never fall into the trap of offering to solve it for them or to do the work for them. That's one of my flaws as a coach. I have to become aware of it from time to time. It's one of the things that I find myself doing, and I have to get a grip on myself because I'm so keen to help and step back and say, it's not mine. Hope this is a really helpful tip. I'm sure it will be. Over to you.